Hey guys, Konga here, and today I'm pulling out my Shermans, my Sherman collection, and we've got 6 of them to play today. I don't have all of them, but there are a ton in this game. I'm not exactly sure how many. I didn't do a count, but there's 2 at tier 8, right? There's 1 at tier 7 at least. 2 at tier 7 actually. There's the mercenary one. There's quite a few at tier 6 and a couple at tier, and a few I guess at tier 5. So they're everywhere. There's a lot of them. But we're going to start things off with the good old M4 Sherman, the classic, and then we'll do the Fury, the Easy 8, the Thunderbolt. We're not going to do the Sherman 3 because that's pretty much just the tech tree, the American Sherman, but like worse. Then the Boilermaker, aka the Firefly, and finally we'll finish things off with the Jackal, which is the Sherman hull with a, what is it, the Amex 1375 turret on top, mounted with a 76mm. It's pretty good. Pretty good indeed. So let's start things off. We're going to be using the derp gun on the regular M4 because we'll be using the 76 on all 3 of these tanks. So we may as well use something different on the M4. So we'll use the derp here. And these are solid tanks. They're big tanks, easy to penetrate, easy to kill, but they've got gun depression. They've got decent mobility, and they've got really good guns. And starting at tier 6, you can already use a vertical stabilizer. And most nations don't start using stabilizers until tier 8. The British are another exception. They like using stabilizers. They can use stabilizers at tier 7, but the Americans start at tier 6. And another bit of trivia, the Chaffee can use one at tier 5, and I think that's the earliest you can use a vertical stabilizer in this game is at tier 5 on the Chaffee. Also, I've pushed my mic way far away from my face. Let me know how this works out. So yeah, we'll see how I sound. Hopefully I sound better. And if I don't, I'll just turn myself up in the post editing. So, where do we want to go? Derp gun. We're gonna go middle. That's where I want to go. That's where I want to go. But yeah, you can see these are pretty tall tanks. Like this is an M4 next to us, or a Panzer IV, right? And we're much taller than that. I didn't realize I had a mark on this too. Wonder if we'll go up or down. Who knows? Actually, we're about the same size. And to tell you, I'll tell you what, the Panzer IV is about on the same power level as this tank. It's kind of cool. These are very balanced tanks. Very similar. It's pretty cool. Like, you could have a game, 15 versus 15, of Shermans and of Panzer IVs versus each other, and the game would be different every time. The outcome would be different every time. I probably should have aimed that one, but I want to snap. I don't want to get hit by the Panzer IV, or the KV thing, you know? Ooh, that was close. A bit too much building in the way is all. A little bit of a tickle there. Oh, we've angered him. Guys, you have to believe. Oh, we didn't pen. We hit him in the turret. In the mantlet. Instead of in the side of the tank. There we go. I don't know if we can pen this guy with heat, but I want to try. We can. still. Ooh. The ram from the looks. And it's low tier, so we'll probably cap this. But this isn't a bad game. This is what this tank does when you're top tier. With +2, -1 matchmaking, we're pretty lucky to be top tier for sure. But it's a fun game nonetheless. Fun game nonetheless. This is a good tank. If your team is a little bit worse than they were, you can really have insane games in the M4. You really can. It's one of those tier 5s that people like to club with. And it can club. Trust me, it can club. And tanks like that can actually pan me, which is pretty cool. Oh my. There we go. That shot was like, oh, we don't want to hit him. Beardless Bean. Beardless Bean. Oh boy, it's my Discord server all over again. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But the M4s make me very happy. They're another group of tanks that I sell. I don't know why I don't use them as much as I should, because they're pretty fun tanks. They're all pretty solid. Like, if you like the Comet, you will probably like the M4s. It's pretty... They're very much like the Comet, except a bit... But that's because of their 12 degrees of gun depression that the Easy 8 has and the Fury has. And the fact that they use vertical stabilizers and they have a fast reload. It's pretty cool. So we're going to use the Fury now, which is pretty much an Easy 8. And the reason I'm using both the Fury and the Easy 8 today is because I really want to play the Easy 8. And I also really want to play the Fury, even though they're pretty much identical. But the stats say otherwise. Oh, but that's because this is just a superior crew and food. And this thing has a baby crew. Yeah, we'll just be downgrading when we go to the Easy 8, but that's okay. So we're playing the Fury now. Like I said, I think this has 12 degrees of gun depression, if I'm not mistaken. So it's... But you are really tall. So keep that in mind, by LL I mean. And +2, -1 matchmaking at tier 6. So we'll probably have to fight tier 8s. And the thing... Okay, now I remember why I don't like playing these tanks. These tanks, their guns are really bad versus higher tier opponents. Really bad. Like, they're abysmal. It's the same gun you get on the tier 5. So to have to fight even KV3s, it's going to be a bit difficult. KV3s and Tiger Ps are going to be tough. Even a Tiger 1 at range, you can hardly penetrate with this gun, firing standard, through the front. So, yeah, like, I find myself having to shoot premium against a Tiger from range. It's pretty sad, really. But, I mean, that's fine. It's fine. She's fine, but 2.67 second reload. And, as you can see, the gun handling on the move isn't terrible. And if we stop, okay, the aim is a bit long, but it is what it is. Let's get going. But you'll see this is much more mobile than the standard M4. It's pretty nice. I think this thing can go for like 53 or something. If we can get on some hard terrain, like on the railroads, we should be able to reach that speed. Get on the tracks. No already, so I think I'm going to go right up there. How fast does this thing go? 48. Never mind. That's not 53. But that's not bad. It's not incredibly slow. It's not incredibly nippy, but it's not bad. I thought they went faster. Maybe the Easy 8 goes faster. Maybe that's the advantage it has on this tank. The health difference, by the way, from tier 6 to tier 7 is ridiculous. I think tier 6 is probably one of the worst tiers to fight higher tiers with, just because the health difference is so drastic compared to the other tiers. Like to go from, like, look, 770 health to 1050, and that's just a T-34 2 or 1. We could fight, if we're fighting a Panther, it's got 1300, almost double my health. I'm just going to auto-lock him. There's no real reason to actually aim if he's just going to do that. So I'll take that. I don't want to get hit by that donut also. But I want to find this Tiger 1 who's sitting in the back somewhere. There he is. Yeah, it's going to be a tough pan. There's a Panzer IV back there. What a guy. This guy's taking a bit of damage, which is nice. Well, we've taken that Tiger 1 out of place. Let's see if we can handle this Dreadnought now. We have our Tiger 1 going in. Once he fires, we should be good. Sturm VK as well. Not a very good Sturm VK. There we go. We don't need premium for the Dreadnought, although we might need it for the Thunderbolt, believe it or not. As crazy as that may seem. Dreadnought fired. Let's let him have it. We're actually going to kill the Thunderbolt first, though. Actually, while this guy's not looking. I'm just gonna wait for my Tiger. I'm not engaging with a Dreadnought. Now I will. I don't mind bouncing because the Tiger will pick him up, which he does. A lot of armor left on the enemy team. It's gonna be. Oh, we actually had shots here. Oops. This is gonna be a doozy. A doozy. We just have to keep our Tiger 1 alive. Which is going to be difficult. Well, this is it, boys. Oh, the Tiger P is here. Ah, he got us. Oh, well, we gave it our all. Not much more we could do. Literally not much more we could do. They just all showed up at about the same time. So, if they came out as one by one, we might have been able to pull it off, but yeah, they didn't. But yeah, we had a good team, of course. And then they had a Dreadnought in that kind of matchup. Like oof, oof, big oof indeed. Let's jump into the next tank, gang, which is just pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing, except I think it's faster. Because I swear, unless that whole map is soft terrain, that might have been the case. That might have been why we were only going 47. But I'm pretty sure this thing goes over 50. I thought it did. We'll take a quick peek and see, just by pressing our simple Y button, if my garage will ever load. Maybe if they get rid of all these weird people in the background, it would load faster. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Golly. Hello, game. Hello, game. Thank you. Hello, we just don't want to work today. 48. It does only go 48. How about you? 48. Well, I guess I've been mistaken all my life. Oh well, let's play the Easy 8 now. And the Easy 8 we have at 71% right now. 71%. So I'm hoping for a game that'll boost it up a bit. 71. Maybe we'll go up, maybe we'll go down. I'd love to 3-mark this thing. But looking at how many people are in the queue, I'm going to cut this part out until we find a game. Sunset Coast Encounter Battle. That wasn't long, actually. Suddenly a bunch of 5s and 6s showed up, so maybe we'll be top tier today. I doubt it, though. We've been lucky. We've been lucky so far. We've been top tier, then we've been mid tier, so, you know, I'd say it's time to fight some tier 8s. Time for some 8s. Yep, there they are. Hello, 8s. King Tiger, Oho, Diamondback, even the VK, the Oni. Oof, the AMX 65T, believe it or not, 100mm of angled frontal hull armor. Good luck. Tiger is 100mm of flat, and that's a good luck with this tank, so we'll see what we can do. See what we can do. No food, but we still have a 2.78 seconds reload. It's really nice, I know. I know. You don't have to tell me. This map is confusing, because I know it's airfield, but then things aren't where I remember them being. Like, I don't remember this being here. This must be the future. The future of airfield. Yo, that'd be nice. That's a cool alternate reality. Now I kind of want to write a book about airfield, and then it becomes like this. Not gonna lie. The littlest things inspire me nowadays, guys. It's pretty. It's nice. It's the future. Oh, boys. And then it can explain why trees get knocked down even though you're nowhere near them. Like, oh, that tree worked. Like that one. No, Slapjack! My only bit of support is dead. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Being -2 is rough. It can be rough. We have tank destroyer, so we just have to hold here. If my tank destroyers will hit their shots. Thank you. Soap rocks. I'm not the one spotting them, so I'm not sure why my team's not shooting them. Team? 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 No. Okay. They forgot. These guys, they were they were right here, and then they all left. They're like a little bunch of little lemmings. Like, what's going on? Huh? Well, let's leave that game. That was like we had support. You saw the 300 damage get put into the skull cap, right? And then that was it. There were 3 guys up there sniping for us, and then boop boop boop. Somebody gets spot on their left. Boop 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 boop. Gotta shoot that guy. Must not shoot the 4 tanks on our right, who are the imminent threats. Boop 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 boop. And then they turned. I think their bot programs just automatically point towards the least amount of tanks, is what happened there. All right, the Thunderbolt, which is pretty much just an easy 8. It is an M4 A3E8, but with more hull armor, spaced armor. The Thunderbolt, which is a historical tank. Who used this one? Was it Pat Abrams? Abrams used this one. So let's play it. Its armor is not as good as the Jumbo, from my experience, but its mobility is better than the Jumbo. All right, so it's like this cross. All right, it's your bully against 5s, and you can bounce some 6s. It's not like the Jumbo where you're just invincible against 5s and near invincible against 6s, and then can even bounce some 7s. It's not like that at all. But again, there's nobody in queue, so Abby. Now that was a much longer queue time. It's a good thing I decided to cut, because otherwise we'd be there with dead silence for about a minute. So, but we found a game. Abby, standard battle. Ooh, so now my tank is useless. So I would rather be in the Easy 8, the regular Easy 8, than this, because then you have the extra mobility, you have the extra gun handling, you have the extra DPM. Because the armor will not work in this kind of mashup, most likely. Actually, I'm not sure if we better DPM. 2.78? 3.04. Yeah, we have worse DPM in this. But yeah, this is much more mobile than the Jumbo as I'm driving it around. You can feel it. Now, this might be skinny enough to make it to the middle and make that strange play. I'm not sure, because this is a tall tank, but it's not a wide tank. Perhaps we can be sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky! Who knows? Just gotta climb some things. Do I want to take on Barracaruzo? Barracarozo? Do I want to take on Barracarozo? Does that sound like a sensible idea? No, it does not. I don't think that's what I want to do. Oh, I wanted to fight that guy, but he did. There's no reason to fight him anymore. He died. So, let's just experiment. I just want to see. I'm not going to go in. Oh, this tank is plenty narrow. But yeah, that's just the end of life as we know it. That's what that is. So instead, we'll do this. Hello. Hello. You want to play? I know you do. I'm over here now. Come on. Come get me. That was close. That was ugly. I'm just not quite tall enough. Oof. That's a one-shot ammo wreck. That's what the folks at home say. That's a one-shot ammo rack right there. I want to be spotting these guys for when my team finally hits their shots. Ah, they're spotting them themselves. Come on, Mr. Black Prince. You know you want some of this. I would go after that light tank now if this Black Prince wasn't here. Do you want this? Do you want the clone guy? Come get the clone guy. He wants you to want him. You got poked, kid. I'll poke you again. I will poke you again, sir. You will not appreciate a double poking. Let's go after this light. Hello, son. I forgot just how quickly that tank can turn. But in a straight line. Bye. Guys, he's still chasing after me. What a funny guy. What a funny man. It's comedy gold right there. Comedy. Ah, and there was my Banshee. Are you ready for the side scraping of the century? Never mind, he's not very bright. Come here! I had to. You know, when you see a pig, you gotta just shoot it. You gotta just shoot it, even with your APCR. It's like, pig, shoot, must. And then you do. Go get him, LTTB. Go get him. Don't get shotgunned. I could take it, actually. He might not be able to. Splashing for 460, though, that's gonna be hard for that kind of a gun. But, if he pens him. Freedom can take it, but I think we're faster than the Freedom. So we might actually take the hit here. And I'll take the hit. I will. I'll tell him to follow me. Oh, you're just gonna give him to me? Don't mind if I do. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Mine. I'll take 'em, boys. Meat's back on the menu. That should give us a nice boost to our experience. Because, I mean, bottom tier like that. Killed the tier 8. Killed an artillery. Got a sniper medal. That's what we like to see. 14, 14, 13. The one shot we bounced was on this guy. I'd take that every day of the week. You can't complain about that. Also, let's take a quick peek at where our mark is in our Easy 8, because I'm very curious. I'm a curious person. Because now that I've mentioned I'm at 71% in 22 games, you're probably all wondering, okay, where are you now? Did you go up? Did you go down? And the answer is, I don't know. So, we'll look. We'll find out together. Okay. Log. Defeat. No kidding. We lost that one? Wow. 72. Ah, we went up. Nice. Nice. That's an easy tank then. Alright, moving on. Still at tier 6, but now we are British. It's the Boilermaker, which is just a Firefly. So it's got the 17 pounder. The gun's turned sideways, so you have less gun depression. You know, da-da-da-da-da. Boilermaker. I really like it. I enjoy it. And it looks aesthetically pleasing. And the tank looks great. This is one of the reskins where it's nice. And this was free. Right? This was one of the free ones when it came out, I believe. Because I don't remember paying for it. It was free. It was free, yep. I forget how you got it exactly, but it was super easy. Barely an inconvenience, and most people were able to get it. I think these things were everywhere at one point. In fact, these things were everywhere at one point that I pulled out my Cromwell B just to slaughter them. So, yeah. But Common Rain is good because tier 8s cannot see this map, so it's at most tier 7. But this gun is more than capable of dealing with tier 7s and even 8s. 175 pen on its standard. It's fairly accurate at 0.36, I believe. So it's not bad at all. In fact, let me double check the accuracy, so I'm not just speaking out of my elbow here. Let's see. Where do we want to go? Console? Yeah, worldtanks.com. There we go. What we got? Tier 6. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. We've got 15 seconds. Come on. Come on, website. Load, 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 load. Go, go, go. Ah! It's so slow. 0.38. It's not that accurate at all. It's not accurate at all. Oh, well. It's fine, though. It's gun is punchy. 150 alpha. 150 alpha, 175 pen. You can, in this matchmaking, you can hit anyone, anywhere. You can go through gun mantlets of these guys. This thing can pen a tiger. And that's pretty cool. I like how some of the lower tiers are a lot more historically accurate than the higher tiers. Where, you know, if you're playing with the Easy 8, you're going to struggle penning a tiger 1 through the front. But if you're playing in this thing, you'll absolutely just shred it. Like, it's pretty cool that the low tiers are somewhat historically accurate. So that's just cool. Like, the armor and penetration values, anyway. But 6 degrees of gun depression is very painful. Wow, I can't believe that hit. I guess his hull was showing. Our space armor on the front, proving to be very valuable. I think I rolled a bit high too with the small gun. This is gonna be a rough one in this position, just because our gun depression is so weak. But our alpha is very high, 150. It's nice. It's punchy. It's not like game-changing alpha, but it's punchy for its tier, especially fighting 5s. Because most tanks have like 110 to 115 at that tier. Some even have 75 or even less. If our gun hits, everything will be good, I swear. Shoot. That was awkward. That's the gun depression. Not working. And we'll rack him. We can get another shot unless he's quick on his repairs. I guess we'll shoot the 85 since he's the scarier tank. Wow. Wow, I really need this gun to freaking hit. Like, come on, man. But it does not want to. Hitting is for noobs. But we hit that one. That's a slim one. That was an awful shot. Even before I fired it, I knew I was going to miss that one, just because I'm bad. But when he tries to be fancy. Can we blast that house down? We can't. The answer is no. At least he broke his gun. Oh. What a bot, clone guy. There we go. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Come on, buddy. We're a one-shot for you. Come shoot me. Nah, he's gonna die to that guy. Ooh, with the ram. With the ram, right. Not a terrible game. Not a terrible game. We played a bit poorly here and there, but you know, we kept our health, so it allowed us to make mistakes. 88%. And a nice tanker. I'll take it. Apparently, that's an ace in this thing. The M41 was nice enough to shoot elsewhere, so that was cool. Also, we were not spotting a KV-1 who got one-shotted, which makes me very sad. Juicy. Juicy! But now we have one last tank left. The Jackal. The Jackal. The British American-French hybrid. Okay. The British American-French hybrid. There you go. It's British, but it's American and French. Wow. Well, let's play it. So it's got a 4-shot autoloader. It's got the 76 that the... Wait, is this 76? There's a 75. Yeah, 75 that the 1375 has, obviously. It's a 75. But it performs more like a 76. Because most 75s usually have, other than the Germans, usually have about a 115 to 110 alpha damage. But this has the 135 that the 76 usually has. So, there you go. We're going to be pulling this out. And hopefully having a decent game. Tier 7 should have better matchmaking than we were having at Tier 6, but that might not be true. What was the pen? 148? 145? 140? 140? Something? Let's go back to console and make sure we have our numbers right. Make sure they are where we want them to be. Yes. Unfortunately, I closed Chrome, so I have to reopen it and wait for the website to work again. There we go, United Kingdom. Scroll down. Jackal, M4A4. Okay. 148 pen. 210 on its premium. Redshire. Also, this tank is slow. Is it? No, it goes 48. Never mind. I thought this thing was like the Firefly, which is very slow. Notice how slow we were going on the Firefly? Not really. You didn't need to because it was a small map. It didn't go anywhere. But if we were going somewhere, it's very slow. But Redshire is a good map, regardless of tier, really. But I would love, I'm not going to lie, I'm just going to be honest here, I would love to fight some tier... this is good. This is good. I'll take it. Barracuda, we can pen. Patriot, through the side. Draken, we can pen. Stone Cold, that's going to be a bit difficult. Diamondback, no. WZ, yes. Everything else, absolutely. Abso-flippin'-lutely. Let's go kill some kids. YouTube, please do not demonetize me. I'm talking about a game here. But the reload's not bad, too. Like, this tank, you're not afraid to just, you know, press right on that D-pad and reload, you know? You're not afraid to do that. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Fantastic. Very, very fantastic. But what we want to do is we want to go up on top of here so we can shoot people who are dumb enough to go down there. Oh, wait, look at that. There's somebody down there dumb enough to go down there. Haha. Wow. Gun depression? We has none. Tallness? That we are. Doing, you bounced. Whoever you were. Ramrod. I'll show you, Ramrod. Ah! 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 Aw. 1 for 4. You know what? Sometimes that's all you can do. It's all the big tier 8s over there. Reload. Which means only their dragon. And their dragon, we can actually out-trade him. He can shoot us, then we can put 4 shots into him, and we can run away. You can actually do that. This could be the meme, boys. Just going for that reload right away. No reason not to. I bounced because I'm a bot. But you don't need me to tell you that. Not sure if you're brave or you're foolish. I don't have the gun depression. Perhaps yes is the answer. Ow! Why are you so rude? I see you, freaking dragon face head. Don't notice me, don't notice me. I said don't notice me! No! He noticed me! We got killed by a bot, guys. Actually, if he was a bot, he would have noticed me right away. And he would have been shooting at me. But because he didn't notice me, he's definitely not a bot. Because a bot would be better than that. But he killed me. Well, those are the Shermans. There they are. In their glory. And here's another one. In his own glory. Hiding in front of... Okay, what? This must be an easy tank to 3 mark if people like this are playing. Alright guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you all enjoyed today playing the Shermans. It's Friday, of course, so we're playing... You know, we're playing a set of tanks, and so that's what we do on Fridays now. It's pretty fun. And if you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe. Go check out SpaceBANDIT. Link in the description below. And I'll be seeing you guys all later. Goodbye, edited Monster 58. And do not do wicked things. And peace out.